Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all acknowledgement, honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harakah Hakwadash. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is the name of the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son. Yahweh, meaning He is, He exists, and Yahweh Shai, meaning He, deliverer. Bahashim just means in the name. Hey, those are the true biblical names that you should call upon in your daily lives in hopes of salvation and mercy. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that have taught us this truth and continue to teach us this truth. Hey, shalom to your hopeful elect members doing this work, and to the household of faith, hearers, believers, listeners. Hey, shalom unto you. Now, if these people are breaking about barely making it or barely surviving, how much more when the Lord used the elites to bring the hyperinflation? Oh, because it's coming. All right? It's coming to where your whole pay is going to go to food, to a couple groceries, to just one piece of item. It's going to come to that point. You people are going to break. And that's what the Lord is going to do to you Americans. He's going to humble you to the most highest point. He going to humble y'all. All right? So check this out.
Average home was $15,000. It is now $436,000. It has gone up 29 times. Rent was $108, is now $2,000. That's gone up 20 times. College was $500, it's now $11,000. That's gone up 20 times. Gas was 36 cents, it's now $3.80. That has gone up 10 to 12 times. But what about the income? In 1970, the average person was making $9,000. Today, they're making $56,000. That has only gone up 6 times compared to everything else. But this is where it gets sad. In 1970, the average household had 3.5 children. Today, it's only 1.9. And the crazy part is that back in 1970, the average household, 47% were dual income. It has now jumped to 65% is dual income. So millennials and Gen Zers under the household are putting in more hours than the boomers did. We're both working 40 hours a week. But you got way more bang for your buck and more children. You got to expand your family, own a house. Things are so drastically different. The birth rate is plummeting because people can't afford it. So we need to make a change so that we can turn this around.
Yeah, so the struggle in Babylon is real. To where people are losing it, they're becoming homeless, living in cars, etc. It's about to get worse. Revelations chapter 6, let's start at 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see him." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And that black horse is a representation of slavery. All right, the darkness of slavery. And also, we're still in the black horse, like the apostles have brought out. And he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Now, when you go into that word balance, you can see the definition is yoke. It says, a yoke that is put on a draught cattle. And what people on the earth have been treated as animals, have been treated like cattle, to where they have been put yokes. You know what a yoke is? A yoke is iron. All right? Those slave yokes, chains around our people's bodies, neck. All right? Use of any burden or a bondage as that of slavery. All right? Pairs of scales. Now, look up balance. Hold on a second. Slavery yoke. There you go. And it says load, right? There it is. This thing is, oh man, there was information that came out that these are about like, let's see. These are like 20 pounds, I believe. So one said 7 pounds. But here we go. So that's representation of our people having yokes, slavery. Verse 6, and I heard a voice out of the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So a measure of wheat for a penny. So a penny was a pay for a Roman soldier. All right. That was a day's work pay. And when it says a measure of wheat for a penny, these people are going to work and get paid. And that pay is going to be used to purchase a measure of wheat. So a day's worth of work is going to be the price for food. And 3 measures of barley for a penny. That's hyperinflation. All right, and the Lord is going to use these elites to bring it upon you people. And see thou hurt not the oil or the wine. And that's a representation of the elect and the truth. All right. Now, let's look up things that's going to be worth a day's worth of pay. So you got bread, chapatis, Maina's bread, breakfast cereals. A lot of people eat cereal. Biscuits. Oh man, Americans, they love they biscuits. All right, crackers, crumpets, pancakes, waffles, pizza, pasta, pastries. See that? These things that you might pay $1, $2, $3 for, or pancake mix might be $10 or $8, or bread might be damn near $7, $8. Well, this is going to be worth a day's worth of pay. And that is hyperinflation. Now let's look with barley. What could you get for barley? There's a lot of people coming out. They feel like they're working for nothing. You people are going to be working just to eat. It's going to get that bad. Then you got barley milk. Oh, yeah, you have milk. You got all these things. I can't honestly tell you what some of those are. Here we go. Noodles. Oh, yeah, noodles is a big thing in America. You got certain cereals. Ooh, malt liquor. You got, whiskey. Oh, man. Oh, brown rice. Syrup often made. Ooh, malt and caramel. So just say like your daily necessities, which everybody eats bread, everybody eats cereal and so forth. These things are all in your food. All right, so a day's worth of pay is going to go toward food. So hyperinflation. All right, what you might pay $10 for bread is about to be like 500, some unrealistic price. All right, and it's going to break you people. And eventually, it's going to get to this point. Second Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men. That's the uprising of the government. I mean, by that time, you should know your government is against you. All right? Because they're purposely right now engineering the famine. And hyperinflation happens when there's a less quantity and there's a high demand for something. So the value goes up. For there shall be sedition amongst men and invading one another. So it's gonna be so bad. Lawlessness. Invading one another. When you think of something invading, that's bad. Alright, I never actually looked up that word. Let's actually see what it means. Because we know what invasion means. Ooh. It says conquer, capture, seize, take, overrun, surge over, attack, plunder, violate, trespass. So all these people that got them trespass signs, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing in that day. Oh, no trespassing. Invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They don't give a shit about Donald. They won't give a shit about Donald Trump in that day. They won't give a shit about their authorities, the chief police director. All of those people don't mean nothing. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because it's going to get so bad, people going to take power into their own hands. And What does that look like? That looks like men forming groups with guns and them not waiting on no government, not waiting on nothing. They need to survive. A man shall desire to go into a country and shall not be able because of the checkpoints. All right, cities are going to be barricaded off. For because of the pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed. This is why we shouldn't even have any attachment here, because it's going to get so ugly out here. And men shall be afraid. Because the spirit out here is going to be survival of the fittest. All right? And right now, men, they're weak. They're effeminate. A lot of men ain't prepared, man. So, of course, they're going to be afraid. And plus, it's the Lord's will to bring chaos in Babylon. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. People ain't going, you know how like movies, you have the bad guy going a long monologue about what he's going to do. And nah, man. People are just going to put people to death. They ain't going to care that you got a family to feed. They ain't going to sit there reason with you and show mercy. They literally just going off people. They're going to rape women, rape kids, take kids, just going off people. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, with guns, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread. So why are they doing this? Because of lack of food. And for great tribulation, it's going to get so hard out here. The Lord going to break these people, man. All right. So Yahweh Shemel Shai is setting up the greatest humbling against these American people. And well deserved. These people are too proud. They're too comfortable. They're eating too much. And that's why they feel like peace and safety. All right. But when they should say peace and safety, sudden destruction. All right. It's almost that time. Hey, but Lord willing, this was edifying to the point. Hey, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Hey, Shalom.